You know what? I'm going to talk about that today. The 10 laws of getting success, not being success, getting success. And when you focus so strongly on your goals, things like this happen when you wake up in the morning. You get an email from the corporate office that you qualified for the trip. And not that I was trying to qualify, I just do the best that I could do. I'm going to talk about that. 10 laws to get, G-E-T, to get. Notice get standing out at you, to get, G-E-T. 10 laws to what? Get success. And it dawned on me, I have not did anything. I only do Saturday trainings. So this is the first time this year, I think I am actually talking on a weeknight, the second time. So it's the 10 laws to get success. Now, I'm going to go back in history a little bit to kind of bless you with some knowledge and some game for those that want to understand the power of getting success. Now, one of the things I want to talk about today, Pablo Picasso said this. I want to write this down. Action is the foundation. Action is the foundational keys to all success. Action, not talking, action. What I say, Miss Evelyn Phibbs, action is the foundational key to all success. We could talk about, I could read 10 books on how to ride a bike. Don't mean Al Thomas can ride a bike. I could read everything. I can analyze it. It doesn't mean anything to do what? Get into action. Action. All this great training from all these great people. We don't do, doesn't mean the pot of beans. So you do what? Put it into what? Action. So Pablo Picasso said, action is the foundational key to all success. Remember that. You got to put in action. If you're not going out and getting names and numbers, you're not doing anything in action. Look, there's a difference between the Red Sea and the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is dead. The Red Sea is always moving. That's why it's always in the movement of action, 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 action. Now, I'm going to break down these 10 laws to get success. To get, not to have, to get. You got to get it. You got to get it. And here's the funny thing about it. I want to show you a picture on a gentleman that was very instrumental in my life, and he had a jet like mine. He had a West Wing. I want to show a picture of him real quick. Dr. Miles Monroe, who's very instrumental in my life, came along. I got to meet the gentleman. That was 2017. A couple years, he passed away, in a plane wreck with his wife. Very instrumental in my life. And every time, when I went to the Bahamas, I got off the plane. The first thing I did was went to his church because I wanted to meet him and get a tour. But something he said to me that was very phenomenal, these 10 laws to get success. And I want to share that with you today. There's a picture of it. Yeah, okay, there you go, Mr. Wally. Yeah, he's phenomenal. This man, wow, self-taught. He used to live. Matter of fact, when I went down to the Bahamas on the last ASEAN trip, Lance Wittenberg went with me, and I got a limo, and I went down to Baintown. Baintown is where he lived. And Baintown is the ghetto in the Bahamas where his house was sitting on 4 rocks, and rats would fist it every night. And he came from there to be able to rise above that, to meet the prime minister, do business international around the world and globally. And that picture was taken. I was doing a meeting in Dallas, Texas, and he happened to be in Fort Worth, where I'll be in 8 days. And I heard he was in town. I closed my meeting down early, had 150 people there, and I left to go see him talk. And we chopped it up and talked and exchanged numbers, and found out we had, he had a West Wing, I had a Gulfstream, and yada, yada, yada. So we became friends that day. But I just want to share something he gave me that blessed my life. I want to bless you with it. It's called the 10 laws to get success that will change you forever. Now, these 10 things I'm going to talk about today, if you got your notepads out, your credentials, they all start with the letter P. They all start with the letter P. All right, here we go. First one is purpose. You must have and discover your purpose. See, a lot of us don't know what our purpose is. That's why we don't really go all in ACN. Our purpose, listen, if God did not give you a purpose for ACN, you would not be here where you're at today. You'd be an Amway, Scamway, something else, but there's a purpose in your life. And once you understand your purpose, you understand to stay focused on your purpose. Al Thomas' purpose is to be a network marketer. My purpose is to help people. My purpose is my target, my zone, my lane is doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. Every time I get off purpose, have you noticed when you get off purpose, things happen for a reason? It don't happen quite. You lose this, you lose that. Because why? That's not your God's will for you in your life, and that's not your purpose. Your purpose is to be here on this earth to help mankind progress. no matter what. I go through numbers and names. Look, I go through guys I thought was going to sign up, didn't sign. I go through numbers. I go through hurts, pains like every one of you do. Don't you get it? I'm no different than you. I go through more hurts and pains than you've gone through. I just went through a lot more of them. And I will continue going through. Why? Because I've got more success, because I know my number one is my purpose. I know my purpose. I am here to be a leader. My purpose. That's my purpose, is to be a professional network marketer, professional businessman, not just at ACN, but all purposes. Okay. Next, number 2 is perception. Perception. What is perception? Perception amounts to vision. You must see your purpose in your vision. Oh my God. I think I'm going to preach and teach up here. Your purpose is in your vision, in your vision. Can you visualize yourself walking the stage as an RVP? Can you visualize that? See, if you visualize that, then your purpose is to go to work and make it real. God did not bring you this far to jump you into something that doesn't work. Now, you have to have the precision to see the vision of where you got to go. Look, even a band or a band leader, oh my God, must turn his back to the orchestra. A band leader must turn his back to the audience to conduct the band. He's got to turn his back on things to conduct the band. Here's his purpose. Here's his vision. He's got to turn his back to people and the naysayers. Because why? His vision and purpose is doing what he's supposed to be doing. Your vision and purpose. Number 3, your potential. Your ability. What's potential? Potential means ability. Ability. He gave you the ability to succeed in this business. Look, you don't live in Japan like Mr. Payon. Now think about it. He's in Japan. He doesn't speak Japanese. He speaks Spanish and English, and he's still in purpose and precision, vision of getting what he wants, his potential. Oh my God. He goes out and still gets 3 and 4 names and numbers every day. That's like all of us on this phone call. How many of y'all on here and said, okay, I'm going to take you all to Germany and drop you in Germany. And you got to go get 3 names and numbers a day. You can't go home. Oh my God, Mr. Thomas. Oh my God. Well, wait a minute. Your potential. You have the potential to get 3 names and numbers a day, and you have the ability to. You just talking yourself out of it. Oh my God, I never looked at it that way, Mr. Thomas. I have the potential to be great. I have a potential to be an RVP, SVP, but I have the ability to do it. Yeah. But see, you must write this down. Write this down. This is key, Miss Catherine Williams. You must believe in your potential. I know Jackie Black does. She's always every day on here. I got this, I got that, I got this. You must believe in your potential more than anyone else does. More than anyone else does. I'm going to go back to my billionaire mentor, Kenny Trout in Dallas, Texas. Mr. Mr. Brian Baker's on the call. He's been to my billionaire mentor's house before with me. And Kenny Trout, my billionaire mentor, he would always, his mother Nadine, pound it in his head, Mr. Ismail. You don't have to be the best, Kenny Trout. Just do your what? Very best. I'll say it again. She told Kenny, and Kenny pounded that in my head over and over and over again. Look, Rick K, you don't have to be the best. Just do your what? Very best. David Inlow, do your what? Very best. Tommy Susan Ford, do it, Mr. Ismail, do your very best. So in other words, you must believe in your potential more than anyone else. Because if you don't believe in you, who in the blank else gonna believe in you? Of course, Mr. Blake Hunt, your wife's there. She's there. She's showing you potentials. She's encouraging you. Mr. Jomar Sharp, your wife's encouraging you. I mean, that's great. Hey, we got our other half encouraging us. But see, they had to see something in you. Why do you think they married you? They saw something in you didn't see in you. They saw your full potential. They didn't see just a knucklehead. They saw a guy with potential. You saw a woman with potential. You saw a woman say, this woman will be an asset to my side. Oh my God, I can do a lot with this man and this woman at my side. I see the potential in this person. That's because they saw the ability in you to be a winner. I never seen a man yet, or a woman yet. I married him because they're a loser. Excuse me? They saw the potential in your Blake Hunt. They stuck in there with you, Mr. Sharp. Deborah, he saw the potential. Ken Hayes, your wife see the ability in you. Because why? He's got potential. Potential. You must believe in your potential more than anybody else do. And let me tell you what you got to do sometimes. You got to get away from people. You got to get away from people. You got to get away from people that's stealing and draining your potential. Number 4, P, passion. Woo! Passion. Passion. What is passion? Desire. Passion is the secret to success. Passionate. Have you not ever seen Al Thomas non-passionate? I'm always passionate. Some of you talk to you, well, how are you doing today? Well, let me tell you, man, I can't get away from I can't wait to get away from you. Have you noticed the music we do is upbeat? Have you noticed we do everything with passion on this call? Have you noticed passion? You got to have passion. Passion. The Bible said, with love and kindness have I what? Drawn thee. Your passion. Do you know some people, yeah, watch this. Some of you guys got people that you know they look better leaving you than they look toward coming toward you, right? It's better to see the back of the head than front of their face because they got no passion. You got to have passion. And everything you do, be passionate about what you do. Number five, principles. Oh my God, principles. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for what? Anything. Principles. Write this down. What's principles? Principles are called laws. L-A-W, laws. There's laws to success. Part of the principles. You must live by the laws to protect your principles. What are my principles? Well, certain things Al Thomas won't do, won't say, won't go, because they define my principles, who I am as a man, who am I as a leader. It defines that. If you don't have principles, you'll be blown to whatever way the wind, direction the wind goes. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. You don't see Al Thomas coming out of strip club. That's not part of my principles. It's not who I am. I'm a leader. I've got responsibility. So do you. Here's what most people, well, I don't want the responsibility to try to be a leader. Well, you might as well just go and jump off a bridge. You might as well just go and jump off a cliff. Why do you think he put you here? Just to be just a horse around? To be a nobody? To take up space? Take up air? Man, I wish I could buy some people's time because they waste so much of it. He did not put you on this earth to be a waste. He put you on here to do some phenomenal things, to break records, to set paces. Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile when nobody could do it. Now all of a sudden people breaking it day and nights in their sleep. Why? But it took him to raise the bar. What are you raising the bar on? When he made a commitment to say, you know what, I got to get to RC. Hey, I'm RC. I got to get to RD. Hey, I got to get. I love what Chris and Rose Guerrero did up at Dallas. No, it was up at the home office in Charlotte. He took his his TC pin and buried it. I'm not coming back to the next convention. I'm an RD. I'm not coming back the same way. That is a commitment. He buried it in a tree. I'll tell that story till the good Lord takes me home, because that's what it takes. That's principles. Are you still carrying the same pen year after year, kind of playing with ACM? I'm going to say it one more time. What are principles? Laws. You must live by the law to protect your principles. Number 6, P, planning. 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 What's planning, Ms. Thomas? One word, strategy. 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 Everywhere I go to every town, I have a strategy. You heard me say this before. I don't go nowhere without a strategy. You heard me say this before. I don't go to eat until I will do what? Go to work. That's part of my strategies. Some of y'all get on this phone and y'all just be eating. Some of y'all eat all that gong lane. Ain't got jack in your business. Study eating. You don't deserve to eat. My God, what's wrong with you? Go to work and then deserve it. Planning. Strategies. The law of planning is so important. You have to plan your strategies to be successful. I just got up this morning. I got an email. Oh, you qualified for the trip in May. What did I do? First thing out of my mouth, what did I do? Al Thomas did do nothing that Al Thomas would not do normally. So guess what? Then I start booking my flight. Part of the strategy. All I do is the best that Al Thomas could do. The trip I met the Forbes on, Tom and the Forbes in December on the cruise. I didn't plan. Hey, I didn't know I got that either until I got the email. I just do the very best, Rick, that I could do. Why do you think I push you guys doing 2 and 3 names and numbers a day? To make you better than what you are today than you were 6 months ago. And some of you get the crown. There you go again. 3 days, I'm there. I had a headache today. I had a bad day today. And you still stuck because you got no plan, which means you got no strategy. Number 7, let's see if I can get through this. Number 7, I got 10 of them for you. Lord have mercy. Number 7, P is people. People's influence. What is people? Influence. I can't stand that word influencer. They didn't water it down so much. Anybody can be an influencer. Kid, 12 years old. I'm an influencer. I'm a personal development coach. Kid, you're 12 years old. You still got milk on your breath and crumbs around your mouth. What do you know about life? And y'all, not you say, you got people listen. So people is called influence. If you are to be successful, you must protect yourself. Listen up, listen up. Protect yourself from the wrong people. Do you realize I'm very cautious of who I have around me? Are you? I am very cautious of who I have around me. And you must protect yourself from the wrong people and gather in your life the right people. The right people. The right people. All day long. Everybody look at me real quick. Everybody look at me real quickly. The people you're around, question is this. Are they getting you on the path to things in life that you need to go to where you need to go? Or are they distracting you away from where you need to go? Wow. Don't get me wrong, family members, I got them too. I'll see them at Thanksgiving, Christmas. Yes, Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'll allow that to happen. But other than that, I must control my own destiny. And when I get around my broke family members and discuss the fact, I'm going to be honest with you. I said, God, I thank you because this what motivates me. You lucky out, and I'm not lucky. You guys want to get lucky? What's that, Clint Eastwood? You want to get lucky, about? No, it's not luck. It's plan. It's plan. Number 6, it was plan, which was what? Strategy. Number 7 is people, which is what? Influence. So let me say it again. If you want to be successful, you must protect yourself from the wrong people. I incubate myself from negative people, and I gather around my life the right people. And you have to avoid the wrong people as part of your success process is avoiding the wrong people. When you get around me, if you see anybody around me, you know they got to be somebody. Because I don't hang out with just anybody. Let me say it again. When you see people hang around me, they got to be somebody. Because I don't let this nobody hang around me. Number 8P, persistence. What is persistent, Mr. Thomas? It's called commitment. Persistent equals commitment? Absolutely. Because there will be resistance. There will be those who don't believe in you. Get used to it. It might be your mama, your sister, your cousin, your uncle. It might be your wife, husband, spouse, significant other, word you're sleeping with. It's part of the process for success. Not everybody. I love what Miss Moore said. Miss Wood said. She said, "I signed the application. My husband didn't. My business, not his. My dreams, my goal wasn't his." See, that's called commitment. Some of you let your other half bring you down because that's called resistance. Now, let me be honest. Some people get on their feet. The other half think they're gonna get away from them because they've been, not helping them. They get on their feet, they're gone. There's another resistance. See, you got to understand. Because there will be resistance. There will be those who don't believe in you and that will knock you down. They'll tell the sister, cousin, uncle, look out, he's in a pyramid deal. Look out, they'll come at you. So it's part of the process. You got to understand how to deal with that. It's part of the process, folks. I have dealt with it. You have to deal with it. It's part of the process. There are going to be people that you love that don't want to see you succeed. It's part of the process. You got to love them anyhow. There's a girl I'll never forget. Her name is Rose Lay, L-A-Y, Rose Lay, and she lived in Little Rock, Arkansas. And I remember with a Little Rock, Arkansas twang on her voice, she said something years ago that I never forgot. She said, Al Thomas, sometimes you just got to go on ahead anyhow. Anyhow. I said, oh, yes, that's right. Even though they're trying to resist you, put you down, you have to go on ahead anyhow. In other words, let me say it how Greg Primozano would say it in English, proper English. Greg Primozano would say, and I quote, there's people that can't go where God's got you going. Write that down. There's people in your life that can't go where God's got you going. Not them, you. They're not meant to go where you're going. Let me give you a description of what I'm talking about. Look at a rocket. When a rocket takes off, Lord have mercy. That bad boy is coming off that ground, that foundation, bam! I mean, it's full throttle. It is, man, for miles, they gotta get people away from that, but from the earth, for miles, because why? That thrust will knock your skin off, burn you up. Man, that thrust goes up, 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 and that rocket goes straight up, right? Watch this. And as it goes up, do you notice that the side things fall off of it? Because it can't go no higher. It's not meant to go where the rocket's going. It can only go so high, Mr. Ismail. It's got to fall away. And that rocket keeps going up another 100 miles, another 100 yards, and more thrust pops off of it. And it goes even higher, higher. A third one go off of it. And now it just disappears. See, life's that way. It's not meant to go, but so high and be so much around you, and it's got to go. What I leave off? Persistent. Oh, number 9, perseverance. Perseverance. That means that you have to fight to accomplish your dreams. Write that down. You have to do what, Jackie Black? Fight to accomplish your dreams. You must fight. Fight. I don't care if nobody show up. I'm still going to the meeting. I don't care if nobody going to the jail. I'm still going. I don't care if nobody show up on my PBZ. I'm going to do another one next week and another one next week. Matter of fact, I got one set up tonight for Mr. Antoine Davenport. We set up one last Friday. Yeah, well, I said, no, let's set up another one next Friday. 2 Fridays in a row. Let's go. Okay, Mr. Thomas. See him fighting. I'm fighting for his dreams. He's fighting for his dreams. As long as he's fighting for his dreams, I'm going to be fighting with him. We should have 8 people. We only got 5, Mr. Thomas. That's all right. We'll set up another one. Those that can't make the first wedding, we'll have the after party. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fighting for it. Who you ready to go to war with? Write down the word raw. R-A-W. Flip it over. It means war. Who you ready to go to war with? Anybody on this call, I'm ready to go to war with. And I told you last week, I'm available. Anybody. 201s, 301s, PBZ. I am ready. Why? Because persistent is the key. Persistent. That means that you have to fight to accomplish your dreams, folks. Are you fighting your dreams? Dreams come to you when you have to go for them. They don't come to you. Dreams don't come to you. You got to go for them. You got to fight for them. You got to go for them. My God, you got to go for them. Hey, you must get up. You must get up to go for them. You got to keep going for them. You got to say you want them, and you got to get up again and again and again. No matter how many times I've been knocked down, I'm back up on my feet again. See, some of us can't tolerate 1 or 2 no's. Oh, don't work. I run across people. Oh, I tried ACN. No, you didn't try ACN. Oh, yeah, that's right. You did try it. You just didn't do it. It works if you work it. Wow. Number 10, the last P. Prayer. Oh my God. Prayer. Spiritual reserves. What is prayer? Spiritual reserve. No matter what faith you are, it's called spiritual reserve. I'm always walking around my house. Thank God. Thank you, Lord. I'm praying. You must have a spiritual reserve. You must be able to go to the one who has and have been number one. The one who's given you purpose. Oh, he gave you purpose. The one who gave you daily relation with them and stay connected to the purpose. You got to stay connected to prayer because prayer is so important. I have a group we meet, and what's the first thing I ask them? How did you wake up this morning? What'd you give thanks to? What were you thankful for? What are you grateful for? See, you got to understand, we are so blessed. You could have woke up in Iraq, Iran, blown up house. Not know where your kids are, your mother, your father have missed an arm or a leg overnight because of the bombing. But he saw fit to put you in a country. We didn't have to worry about all that. We're so blessed that we don't realize how blessed we are. It's kind of like the man who said, hey, listen, I complained about having no shoes until he met a man that had no what? Feet. Folks, you have so much to be thankful for, and you're not even giving it enough to get out there and go a little extra. What do you mean? What do you mean, Mr. Thomas, go a little extra? Well, wait a minute. You get them boys down there at JOB 8 hours. You mean you won't give your family 1 or 2 hours after that? You know, we joke about Jamaican people with 7 jobs, but you know what? They want something. How bad do you want something? How bad do you want something? That's a shame to me. It really is. I don't know. I'm a competitive person, so forgive me. So I'm gonna highlight number one, purpose. The 10 laws to get, not to get, not to have it, but you got to get it. You got to go out get. You got to go get what you want. You got to go get it. It don't come to you. You got to go get it. The 10 laws to get success. That's why I put the word get in red. Get. Purpose, persistent, vision, potential, ability, passion, desire. Woo! Number 5, principles, laws. 8, planning, strategies. Strategy. Thank you, McKay. He says, thanks, Sam Foster. Number 7, people, influence. That's right, David Inlow, influence. Number 8, persistent, commitment. And number 9, perseverance, which means that you have to fight to accomplish your dreams. And number 10, prayer, which is called spiritual reserves. Whew. My boy, how some mornings I'm up at 3:30, 3:15 praying for everybody on it, individually and corporately. And sometimes I'll share with you, sometimes I don't share with you. Sometimes I'm at 4 praying. Sometimes I'm going to take my walk at 5 praying. Sometimes I walk around my house praying because I'm a prayer warrior, because I believe in prayer. The power of prayer is so important in my life. I'm not here to preach on you. I'm just telling you what's real. I'm telling you what's real. If I could walk around with 2 Super Bowl rings and 2 NML companies know what I'm talking about, then why wouldn't you listen to somebody who's gone where you want to go? When I went to Africa the first time on safari, I just didn't walk out in the jungle. I got a guide. Somebody know where to go and get me back on time. Not just fumbling and bumbling. I'm your guide to help you become successful if you take these principles and work with them and run with them and utilize them every single day. Everything I teach you, don't you realize I have done it? I'm not telling you something that I don't do. I do this stuff daily. There's a reason why after 30 years, I'm still on top of my game. It's not by accident. It's not by coincidence. It's by action. What did Pablo say? Come on. Pablo Picasso say, what action is the fundamental, the foundational keys to all success. It's taking action. That's why every day I tell you, do something with your business. What? Forward. I'm not just saying it, I'm saying it because I'm doing the same thing I'm teaching you to do. Blake Hunt just got in the business. 51 points, $1,600. That's action. Wow. I got 3 PBRs set up today. How many do you have set up? Action. Last I'm going to give you. You got to go for it. You got to roll your sleeves up. You got to go after it like nobody's business. You got to go take it because it's not going to come to you. You've been lied to your whole life. You lied about Easter Bunny. Been lied to about Santa Claus coming down your chimney. You've been lied to. Well, I'm here to set the record straight. Anything you want, you got to go after. It is not going to fall in your lap.